Hi Sagittarius, my lovely Sag Seeker. Welcome to your 2019 yearly. How are you? Hello, Palo Santo. No, really, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this year will be better for you. I hope this year will be focused for you and grounded for you. January, February, March, all the way through December 2019. This will be the 13th element pack, the one that represents the entirety of 2019 for you. A message from the Akashic Records Oracle and a message from the I-Ching is an oracle. And Palo Santo will just be around to give us some good vibes. Okay, really happy to have you here. Thank you guys for your subscriptions, for being a part of the existential shift. Love you all much, and let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with, oh, you know, I took out 12 runes, but I didn't took the 13th rune, the one to represent the entire year for Sagittarius. So let's do that now together. A rune for Sagittarius seekers for 2019. To clarify this pack. A rune for Sagittarius. Okay, I took a glimpse of it. We're opening it. We're opening it anyway. So, oh, it was actually like this. Okay. All right. Kenaz. I was happy that I saw it in my hand when I took it out. It's a great rune. Especially a great rune to represent the entirety of 2019. Letter K or C in case it's relevant. It is the open hand. It is the opportunities. Here, I'm going to place it down so you can see it from your point of view. Opportunities. Yeses. Open heart, open mind. Creativity. Let's see how it connects. 5 of Cups. Very interesting dissonance between the card and the rune. 9 of Cups. And the World. Okay, I want you to take a look. These are the Celtic Tarot. They're quite magnificent. This is the World card, and right here we have 9 of Cups. And in the middle we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so first of all, even though I see you guys a little bit dwelling throughout 2019, because that's the essence of the 5 of Cups, right? Dwelling on what is lost, what we no longer have, and ignoring what we do have. It's a self-made despair, actually. Now, the thing is that all 3 other divination around it, Kenaz, the World, 9 of Cups, are amazing, fantastic cards. There are cards of completion, the 9 and the 21. There are cards of completion, of fulfillment, of positivity, aspirations coming true. I feel like many of you are going to be very successful throughout 2019, or you're going to have a lot of opportunities to succeed, some of you overseas. The world will open up for you. But there is something that you're always kind of in the back of your mind, like a little dark cloud that there's a little bit kind of sits on you of inner sadness or a sense of inner loss. Now, listen, it's the reason varies between different Sagittarius of you that are watching. But the thing about 5 of Cups, it's the glass half empty, the glass half full. It's the thing that we all have. And it's just, in the 5 of Cups, it's that inner choice of the heart to focus on the glass half empty, when it's always also half full. See, all he has to do is turn around and look at this 2 cups that he has. 9 cups, actually. And 4 elements of the world. The main message here for 2019 is be positive. Focus on the things that you do have. Focus on your success. Focus on your creativity. Focus on your opportunities so you could increase them. Because it's like someone who has a lot but isn't happy still, you know? And in the case of Five of Cups, it can be worked on. All you have to do is lift his head up and change his point of view. Because there is much to be happy for. Nine of Cups and the World and Kenaz, that's success. That's global success for those of you that it's relevant for. There's also an element for those of you who are in a partnership throughout 2019. If everything is great and amazing on the surface, but you're still feeling some sort of emptiness or loss or simply unhappy, and you can't really explain why it is because there is no apparent reason. These cards are fantastic. There is no apparent reason for you to be in this. For the very few of you that it's relevant for, I will suggest to seek counsel, because it's one thing to have sadness over circumstances. Circumstances are difficult, so I'm feeling it, right? But it's another thing to have constant state of deep sadness when everything is great. That might show depression or something clinical, or, you know, a state of mind that is deeper. So consider either talking to someone close to you or counseling. And if this is not your case, if this is temporary, if this is something that you know what I'm talking about, and you're just, perhaps life is changing for the better throughout 2019, but you're still a little bit carrying the past with you, then try to work through it, Sag. You're a happy, vibrant element. We want to see you happy. Okay? All right, so this is the significance for 2019. I'm going to put this aside so we can move ahead to open up our cards by the month. Okay. Let's put this here. Are we ready for January? Yeah? Okay, good. Let's do it. Oh, see? The Sun. This could not be a better start for the month. I mean, for the year, I'm sorry. January 2019, the Sun, is fantastic start. And I have it right after the World and the Nine of Cups. Whatever this is that you, because the Five of Cups is going to be with us here. The World and Nine of Cups and Five of Cups and Kenaz are with us through the entire month. This is so much success and joy and opportunity and fulfillment. For those of you with children, this is time to spend with children as well. Two of Cups and Judgment. So some of you might be going back to an old relationship, potentially someone that you have children with. Gebo, okay. Wow. Okay, so January is a very strong connection that has history with the Judgment. There's a certain understanding, clarification, very clear, bright communication. Some of you are either deciding to have children or just to go on that route of being with someone whom you see a future with, or you're going back to an old relationship, very few of you whom you have children with or history with. I'm feeling a new start for an old cycle. And some of you, for those of you that isn't relevant for, are throughout January achieving a very strong past lifetime recollection or awareness over a mechanism that you've had for a really long time. Could be in this lifetime or also from past lifetimes when it comes to love and relationships, and you're healing it. You're becoming aware of it, and you're working through it. Possibly you've already worked through it, which is, could potentially bring an opportunity for a very clear, sweet connection in January. That is very deep and spiritual, but also very happy and vibrant. And Gebo is the union. It's the perfect balance. And it's a gift. January feels like a gift. I love this. And there's so much sun and light in this reading. Things that were shadowed come to light. And if you're feeling a little bit timid and scared about it, don't. I mean, truth can be scary sometimes, but once it comes up into the surface, it's not so scary anymore. Only the unknown is scary because we don't understand it. But once things are cleared and there's happiness brought back into our life, well, we can focus on the world in the Nine of Cups instead of the Five of Cups. This is great. This is a great start. Sorry, let me put my phone on silent. Let me just make sure it's not going to ring. Alright. So let us put this here. Amazing. Gebo is like the best rune in the deck and in the pack of runes. And the sun is like the happiest, most successful after the world maybe in the deck. So there's like... And it comes with the Two of Cups and the Judgment. Yeah, something very, very deep that finally finds resolution. I really like this for you, Sag. February. Queen of Cups. The Hierophant and the Novice of Chalices, which is like the Page of Cups. So we have a young energy of cups and we have a more mature energy of cups of water, and then we have the Hierophant with Hotel. Okay, home and relationships are very, very strong in the first 2 months of the year, most especially February. There is balancing between people in your life. I see mother and child, I see a home, I see fixing up the foundations, the Hierophants. It's very structured, it's very organized, it's very... with Hotel, it's like, it's the system, it's the government, it's the home, it's the bank, it's the family, it's the husband and the wife, okay? It's the legacy. So I feel like you're very focused throughout February on your relationship. It's a close relationship. I see two women that are very close to you, that are the bond is being strengthened with. I see a mother and a child. I see a process of maturity from childhood to adulthood as well. And it's a strong balance of earth and water, because the Hierophant is a Taurus, is earth. Hotel is very earth. And the Scorpio and the Pisces, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, are very water. So this is harmonious. I mean, it's very emotional. You should know that. February is an emotional time, but it's a month of feels, okay? It's the feels. But I don't see it like in a negative. I see it in a way of like, communication from the heart, in a very mature way of like sorting things out. This is beautiful energy for you guys, and I'm so relieved, because when I was mixing the cards, things felt very disoriented and confusing. And I kept going back and forth in my mind, trying to focus and then snapping out of it and all. And I'm like, when I mix the cards, I always listen to the energy and the vibe that I'm in, and the way I shuffle and the way the cards are shuffled, because that allows me to see into the energy of who I'm shuffling for. So I was like, oh, Sagittarius, there's still confusion. So I think it's just a little bit of the dissonance between how we feel inside and what reality is about to present us. But I feel like when things will start being smoother and better and easier, then you'll start to calm down and feel a whole lot better and more focused. So I like this. But there's a lot of feels in February, but it's stable, safe kind of place. It's a safe environment. Some of you are seeking counsel, like I told you here. Some of you are seeing a psychologist or a therapist, or a structure that can help you emotionally, psychologically. Guys, these are general readings, so take what resonates, take what doesn't. So I'm giving the narratives that apply. I also see someone studying psychology or studying healing or therapy, someone going into the fields of spiritual / psychological, emotional counseling that is structured. So it's either a school or you find a job. Those of you who study study this field might have a good opportunity around January, February, to establish a clinic or to join like an office that hires you, or you yourself seek counsel. Or maybe you're taking a course of some of you are taking a course of reincarnations, how to tap into reincarnations and spiritual work and therapy. And I see couples therapy. So some of you are literally going to couples therapy, and some of you are learning how to do that for others. Interesting. March. 7 of Swords. Ace of Cups with the Death card. Nice. And Ansus. Okay. So those of you who sought counsel and advice in your relationship or in your emotional realm, you're beginning to translate into your daily life and kind of work with the new knowledge or with the work that you've been doing and trying to kind of transmute it into your actions. And some of you are trying to be smart about something and kind of avoid having a new fresh start in the realm of the heart. To kind of allegedly do something bigger. I'm not sure what that even means. If this resonates with you, then please comment and explain this to me. Like you're trying to trick your own heart, or some of you are trying to heal from something emotional from your heart. You're trying to kind of either focus on your work or like advise yourself out of feeling something and transmuting. You want to transform out of a certain emotional state, but you'll only be tricking yourself, because the heart is the heart, and it's this is not about not feeling. This is about feeling the good things and not the bad things, or focusing on like the water element, the heart element will never go away. We always feel it. It's just a matter of the question is what we choose to feel. And I feel like some of you are literally trying to figure out, how do I not feel anymore? That can't work. I'm sorry, and it won't. You see how in the 7 of Swords, he's about to trip himself. He's thinking he's being smart, but he's just. So for those of you who are receiving a new opportunity, say you're like in a marriage and you want to work things out, and you're given another opportunity by your counterpart, and then everything seems good, but then in March you're trying to be smart again, thinking, okay, we've sorted things out, now I can. No, because if you'll do that, then the death element energy will be like, oh, you think you're being smart here? 3 forces cannot be controlled: life, death, and love. There's no manipulating it, there's no controlling it, there's no deceiving it. It will always win. It will always be stronger than us. Ooh, that's deep. And Sus here, that's the rune of the wisdom, of the teacher, of truth, of teaching. It's doing the right, truthful thing. The Seven of Swords here is a little bit mischievous. So I think it's in a device. I think it's, don't try to escape the truth. Don't try to make shortcuts. Because this was supposed to be your lesson 2018 in regards of making shortcuts. And then in January and February, you're receiving a real chance of proving yourself worthy. And then if you'll go back to your old habits in March and you'll try to trick it again, life will really, really, really smack you on the ass. Just so you know. But this is also really, could be also like, okay, I'm really choosing to start anew with this newfound opportunities, whether it be in a relationship or in work. Don't make any shortcuts in here. Be very, very truthful and honest, and always do the right thing. That's what the reading here for March is advising. Yeah, and some of you are trying to escape a certain relationship to go do something that is more about you, that you want to do, and I feel like you might be tricking yourself, but let's see what happens in April. Queen of Swords. Nice. Six of Pentacles and the Strength. Look how pretty the Strength here. And Bilk, lovely. Okay. The feminine power in your life is very, very strong. So the females in your life, so if you're a female, you're really in your power. You're really stepping into your power. If you're a male, then females around you are very, very powerful. I would not mess or try to kind of trick, manipulate, whatever, because you will encounter the sword. So this one has like 5 swords that he's holding, but he doesn't even know how to carry them. And they fall, and they're just about to fall, and he's trying to hold more than he can handle. And this one, you know, she's only holding 1 sword. There's a butterfly on it, but it's sharper than all of these together. You know, she comes with peace, but mess with her, and so if you're receiving a very like a clear opportunity in April, you will find yourself needing to prove yourself worthy for some reason. Now, maybe you've applied for something and you're hoping, you know, to get it. So April is looking good. So the advice here in March, if you're applying for something, if you want to get, say you want to get a scholarship, right? Say you want to say you're applying for a job, whatever. This is to not make shortcuts, to be very, very clear with your application, to do everything perfect and right. Because whoever will be examining the application will be very, very, very strict and accurate and fair. So if you'll be accurate and fair, you'll have very, very good chances. There is a woman in your life that can highly affect your situation in a way, either approve an opportunity or not, give you like sign you off for something, right? So you need to make sure that this person is happy, meaning you do everything right, because they will see through any sort of attempt of manipulation or a shortcut. And this person will be very, very generous. Like, all you have to do is do it right. Like, it's like someone that wants to help, like really wants to help. Just help them help you by playing by the rules, okay? Because the sense of justice and truth are very strong here. This one doesn't take any shortcuts. So if you're applying for anything, make sure that you fill everything perfectly, Like from capital letters to small letters. Like make sure that everything is filled out perfect. And that you're not lying in the application, because this person will literally call and check. Like say you have a person like you write down someone's number as a recommendation, or as a character. Where is it? Sorry, I just want a light candle. Like this person will actually call them to ask and check. So everything needs to be legit. And if you are going to be legit, then things will look good for you. Very sharp, powerful energy in April, where you need to be on top of things. You need to really be in check of yourself. But it's very positive. Six of Pentacles, that's a gift. That's an opportunity. The Strength card is being on the right path, is having luck, is people see you as someone that they want to be around and help. But the Sword here, you know, if someone is trying to avoid something, the Sword will be like, And I do see someone, if the narrative of seeking counsel, like couple therapy or something with someone, I do see someone trying to avoid responsibility, just going there just to satisfy the person, but then pretending to do the work but not really do the work. This will also encounter with a very sharp response, is like, no, that's not gonna work. No shortcuts. Just, you know, just being on the couch isn't enough. You actually need to participate with will and open mind and heart. So you won't be able to avoid, people will not accept bullshit. That's what I'm saying. All right, May. Yes, I love this. The Empress. So much female power and fertility. The Strength, the Empress, all these queens. I love it. And the Moon and the Four of Cups. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to get pregnant, practice safe sex, because it's a very fertile time for you. And those of you who do want to get pregnant, this is a very good time for it, around May. This is the Moon and the Empress is a great combination for that. It was in the reverse. So this is a great rune that doesn't really have reversal. It's kind of read like this anyway, but I'll see what I can make of it in case they did it on purpose. So the Divine Feminine is very, very powerful, because here I have Beorg, which is the Empress of the runes. And we have two queens here during May. And the Moon is also very heightened feminine, intuitive energy. Honestly, I see one narrative that I see is someone either being pregnant or having a child and is feeling like her counterpart is just not stepping up to being there. Like she's taking all the responsibility and he just enjoys the fun parts, but she's the one who's doing all the actual work of tending to the responsibilities. Maybe this is the thing that was worked on around February, March, April. Dear Divine Masculine, if you're watching this and this is relevant to you and you think you're the one who's messing up a little bit, you really have to step up to the plate. It was in the reverse here. This is a very powerful energy that will not take bullshit. If this is someone that used to take bullshit from you, know that they're not in that place anymore. If this is you and someone is trying to feed you bullshit, just eat them up alive. You got this. Make sure that the process of growth is proper, because this is the process of growth. It was. It's the rune of the horse, the movement, most especially the inner philosophical movement. And it's a little bit in the reverse, so I feel like there's something tricky here. Like a union isn't quite right as it should. Like the feminine energy is feeling like things are not as right as it should, or as they were promised, or as they were seen in January. This is very productive, artistic time. Also, there's matter of the home, like family home, like a mother matters. Maybe a relationship with the mother is being heightened throughout this time. Communication. Maybe this doesn't have to be partnership counsel. This could be family. So this could be a mother and a daughter trying to sort things out between them. You know. But the Empress here, she's in her upright. It's a little bit confusing because it was in reverse in the moon. I'm feeling like try to have communication as clear as possible with people around you whom you're in some sort of process with or working on something with. And like be there for real, not for fake. And if someone is trying to kind of do a halfway work, you can put them in their place. You have my go to be like, hey, step up. June. Page of Pentacles. This is an earth element. We have the Empress here, so earth is very strong here. This could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Element of Pentacles, and Element of Pentacles and the Sun. Another Sun. This is a very lucky year for you guys. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, especially here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Someone is offering you something, an opportunity. You need to take it. Fehu. Yes. Okay. This will bring you a lot of money. Something very, very big. A very strong opportunity to succeed. Be particular with the details. Make sure you get what you're worthy of. But either way, don't argue too much. Take it. June is a very lucky month. This will bring you a lot of, this is an opportunity that will bring you a lot of abundance and stability. Land, property, a lot of fun and a lot of sun. There's a lot of sun in this reading. So honestly, financially, I'm not worried about you guys. Like, especially the first 6 months of the year, things are looking really, really positive. There are some challenges here. I feel like they're being sorted out. If you do things right and not play games in March, they'll be sorted out by April, May top. And in June, I see you really like working on something or having something very tangible, very profitable, that can bring you great results for the long run. But here's the thing: it's potential. It's a start. You have to work on it, right? It needs to be worked on. But I see great potential for this. Very grounded energy, which I'm very happy to see for you, Sagittarius, because you really needed it, right? 2018 was not grounded, did not feel grounded. But now this is a little bit of a wishy-washy here. A little bit of regression here, but May, June are like the it time. Very important communication or offer coming in. And it can be very, very good for you. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. July. 9 of Wands. Ace of Swords and the Fool. And Lagas in the reverse. Okay. In its upright, Lagas has a very strong feminine energy that is in her powers. Very much somewhat of the High Priestess, somewhat of Queen of Cups. A little bit of each of the queens, actually. But it's in the reverse here. So here's the thing, especially with the Ace of Swords and the Fool, that can represent a very strong new beginning. Something completely new, complete new clean slate that you're anticipating and expecting. But the Nine of Wands says that there's needs to be a little bit more waiting, maybe a little something to battle off first, a small challenge to overcome. You need to be patient and what's the word? Endurance. Have endurance to wait it out. You're like waiting something to come in. Maybe whatever this is in June that is offered, or the opportunity, you're waiting for it to be allowed the go or something like that. The Gus in the reverse means there's either a feminine that is working against you, aka if you messed up in here, then she might be like, remember? So by the way, yeah, that could be that. But it can also be a matter of movement across oceans. So for those of you whom traveling is relevant this year, maybe this is an offer for overseas, then it might be a little bit delayed because of something or whatever. Lagas in reverse means that the path is not clear. And especially with the Nine of Wands. So it's still here. The notion of the new start and the new opportunity and all this is still around, but there's a little bit of a challenge to overcome that I see as temporary. But let's see what August brings. August. Seven of Cups. Four of Wands, Three of Swords. Interesting. Very interesting. Pegas. By the way, in case I haven't mentioned, Beok, the letter B, Hewaz, the letter E, Fehu, the letter F, Lagus, the letter L, and now the Gaz, the letter D. The Gaz has been coming out in all the readings. It's crazy. I've had it in all the other 6 that I've done so far. Yeah, everybody's going through a breakthrough, a new dawn. The Gaz is the dawn. It's a new day. Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Goddess. Yeah, there's once again the other 7. Something similar to the energy in March. I see like a couple that on the surface everything is great, but then one of you is like being shitty, honestly, and selfish, and trying to take what they can keep in a way, and it really is hurting the other person and leaving them a little bit stranded. So it's like, yeah, we're together, or yeah, there's a relationship, but this is narcissism, okay? So even if there's love here or an attempt to work on things, this is a narcissist behavior that is very hurtful for someone. Like, and it's one of those things that you can't put your finger on it, because the Four of Wands, like everything is allegedly so perfect and so sunny, right? And so productive, but underneath it all, the behavior is very, very manipulative and emotionally manipulative, most of all. Coercive. There's coercion here. If something is too good to be true, it's too good to be true. If something is offered that is sound amazing and fantastic, but can't really live up to the promises, and in reality other things happen, or it's supposed to feel good but it doesn't feel good, I recommend to listen to your body, to listen to your intuition, to listen to your gut feeling. If you think something is wrong, then something is wrong. Like, listen to your heart. This requires breaking through an illusion of some sort of a mechanism. Someone is under a specific mechanism of operating in their relationships, in their life. Like, on the surface, they present this really like positive, have it all figured out and got it all together kind of personality, but behind closed doors, something different comes out that is very, I'll just say it. This is emotional manipulation. This is narcissism. This is emotional abuse. It's like psychological games where someone constantly hurts you, but constantly makes you feel like an idiot for being hurt, like everything is fine. So if you're doing this to someone else, go back to seek counsel and get help immediately. If someone else is doing this to you, get out. Just get out. Disclaimer, please don't sue me. Everything you do after this reading is under your responsibilities. You are a grown man in a free world, and whatever you do is your responsibility, and you can't sue me. But you know what I mean here, okay? If this resonates with you, if you're feeling constantly bad with someone and then you feel bad about feeling bad because allegedly you're not supposed to feel bad, and you feel like they might be playing you, but you can't put your finger on it, then you are not wrong. Listen to yourself. Yeah, that's what I have to say. So that was August. All advice can be taken earlier. Like if you feel this now, operate on it now. Don't wait until August. These are the energies. So tarot reads, it's like what would have happened or potentially have happened if we hadn't heard it or seen it now on the map, right? You see the map and now you know, oh, there's a roadblock over there, and now I know I'm probably better off taking this route. Whereas if you hadn't seen the map, you were just gone there. So now that you see the map, you can make different choices. It's up to you. September. Six of Swords. Initiate of Chalices and Element of Chalices. So like the Knight of Cups and the Element of Cups of water. And the Six of Swords. Here, a lot of water. And he was. So for those of you who have been, you know, if this is something overseas, of traveling, a new start somewhere, so September could be the opportunity to go there and do something about it. Now, I don't know if this the ultimate, like, to go forever, because Six of Swords is temporary, and I have a was here, which is a back and forth kind of thing. So maybe in September you'll find yourself going back and forth from one thing to another, or from one place to another. There's definitely water in here, because all I see is water. But it's something that will do you very good. It will be like a break from everything and kind of going into an element that you'll just feel comfortable being in. It's something that will keep your mind, like ease your mind off of things. Also, by the way, this is here can be someone that has an opportunity to fulfill a dream, so they choose to leave a relationship behind to go about doing it. That's also something. It doesn't have to be, you know, there's several narratives here. So this could be the extent of this, where someone is actually going away. And for those of you who are traveling, I see a potential, this could be a very emotional trip, like another type of feels, like very similar to February, where, and it's also growth. Like here I have two element of waters, the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and here's like the Knight of Cups and the Element of Cups of water. So like there's a certain connection between February and September, but with growth. We're growing here from Queen to Element, from Page to Knight. And here, whichever swords you were trying, whatever it is that you were trying to pull off in March that didn't necessarily work out, probably in September will be more complete. Nice. Okay. So that was September. Thank you. October. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Shit's getting real. The High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Whew. Mysterious. And Hagalas. Okay. Hagalas and the Wheel of Fortune. Forces that are not under our control. Fate is stepping here. Something very something that is bigger than you is happening now in October and is affecting your life in a way. And it's going to be very hard for you to understand it. The High Priestess, it's mysterious, it's unclear. Hagalas is forces of nature, it's hail that I feel like, okay, there's a hold here, there's a stop. So, and this is very passive, secretive energy. So I feel like the wheels of your fate, of your destiny, of your life, around October, if they were moving in a certain way, then suddenly it's like stops, goes into a halt, and it's hard to tell which direction it will take. It will either start turning back, or it will change a little bit of the rhythm and then stop for a little bit and then come back. And it will be very hard to know. The High Priestess doesn't give an answer. Hagalas says things that are we can't control, and we need to wait them out. So if there's any sort of weird delays in October, take the advice of the Three of Wands and keep doing what you need to do for now that you can control. And don't worry about bigger things. Don't try to push through anything, because you won't be able to defeat any circumstances. You won't be able to push anything. Whatever is presented to you in around October that requires your patience and kind of being humble and be like, okay, there's a need to wait something out, or allow things to kind of unveil themselves in their own time. And the way to go about this in the meantime is like, do the best that you can when it comes to things that, like, you can do little things here and there that you know you have control over. Finish up little things, like close like unclosed ties, whatever, you know, like finish up the small things that you can do. If you can't start a new chapter in your book, then go back to your former chapters, make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, you know, something like that. And allow things to kind of work themselves out and play themselves out, and just wait it out. And I find it interesting that we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10 on October, which is 10. And it's also 1, 2, 3. The High Priestess is 2. The Wheel of Fortune is 10, so it's like 1, and then we have so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, this is something way bigger than you. Universal, you need to wait things out, or forces to finish up doing what it is that they need to do. I don't know what this is, but comes October, when you find out, come back to this reading every month, yeah? To recall and to remember the advice and to make the connections. But please comment coming October what this was about. November. Wow, yes, Sagittarius, yes. 10 of Cups, I love this. Great. The Star, and oh my God, again the Wheel of Fortune. This is another Wheel of Fortune, and the Star, and 10 of Cups. So this is 3 10s that we have in October, November. 10, the Wheel of Fortune, another 10 in another Wheel of Fortune, and 10 of Cups. 3 10s. Whew. Raido, yeah, okay. A certain vision, or this could be this, whatever it is that you've been working on, or was offered, and then there was like a 4 months of like going back and forth. Yes, starting, no starting, yes, can, can't, all that. November is the bomb. This is it. This is where things are, the blockages on the wheels are being released, And now Raido is the Wheel of Fortune. This, oh my God, this is the Wheel of Fortune of the rune. So it's like, it's actually a third Wheel of Fortune. This is massive. Okay, I see some of you completely changing your life, like doing something completely different. Moving to a completely different lifestyle, doing something completely, like, it's like your destiny completely changes. It's almost like you're starting a new life within this lifetime. Like you didn't have to die and reborn. It just starts in this lifetime. It's very interesting. This is very mysterious and interesting and kind of dreamy. This is very inspiring, very artistic, very meaningful time for you. The last quarter of 2019. Please operate smart here in this time. Do not make mistakes. And here as well. March and April are very important. February, March, April are important for you to do things right. It's always important for us to do things right. But here I mean like by the book. You know what I mean? And then July, August as well. Be smart about things. Be patient. Don't push things that you shouldn't be pushing. Listen to the tides. October will be the hardest for you to wait. But it will be very much worth the while for November. This could be family relocating together somewhere. Woo. And this could be the letter H, by the way, and Raido is the letter R. Possibly. Happy birthday, December 2019. Wow. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana so far. Of course, I have the Death card in here, and the Strength, and another Sun, and the Judgment, but those are all in another, and the World, but those are all, and the Star, but those are all like in the, and the Fool, they're in the clarifiers. This is a very, very, very meaningful year for you, Sagittarius. The Lovers, Elder of Wands and Justice, King of Wands and Justice. Whoo! And Wungo. Yes. Wungo could be the letter W. Again, another creative energy. The Lovers, King of Wands, Justice, and Wungo. A certain karmic relationship is being straightened out, is being sorted out, is being either healed or lesson is learned, karma over, soul contract finished, and now there's this open road for free choice and happiness and kind of self-expression. So I don't know if this means that you're staying with this individual or that you are like closing the chapter so you're available for a new start. But in November, there's a lot of talk about like relocation or traveling or doing something together. Like there's a massive change here around October, November, if this resonates with you. And here in December, you'll have to make a choice of either together or apart kind of thing. But either way, I see you guys making very big decisions for your life, for your future. Comes 2019. 2019 is a very, very, very meaningful time in your life, a turning point. You have 2 Wheel of Fortunes in the tarot, and then another Wheel of Fortune in the runes. It's like very massive, very destined. And the world here, yeah, it's like a whole. Who else did I refer to as a whole new? Oh, Aries. The Aries reading was a whole new world, and I have Aries here. So maybe you should watch your Aries reading, or maybe Aries should watch your reading. Yeah, the justice. There's a certain decision is going to be made finally regarding a relationship, in or out, yes or no, and this will determine the course of the rest of your life. You're like starting. 2019 is the beginning of a complete brand new chapter. Okay. Most meaningful aspects of it is the last quarter. All this is like leading towards it. Fix what needs to be fixed. Heal what needs to be healed. Work on whatever needs to be worked on. Do not make shortcuts. Because things can be very, very benevolent for you if you'll play your cards right. Sagittarius, fantastic, fantastic reading. Happy birthday for this month. And happy birthday for next year. Happy holidays. Okay, we're not done. Still have oracles. Okay. I pre-shuffled the Akashic Records oracle, and now I'm going to see what is the top card. Another 17, the Lookout. Oh, this makes so much sense. You should see it from close. Okay, now let's read. Let us read. I said another 17 because of the star card, which is 17. So this might be related somehow. I feel like it's related for this. Okay. The Lookout. You're like, is she expecting me to read this? No, I'm reading this for you. A man looks through binoculars from the crow's nest of a great masted ship. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. This card tells you to be on the lookout. There is a challenging situation, perhaps even a battle of sorts, around you. You could experience a sudden fall or loss of your position, but if you are aware, you can make a backup plan that will help you ride through this difficult time a little more easily. This phase may be temporary, but it's important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. Okay, and if it's in the reverse position, the lookout may seem to have fallen and lost his position, but he is now free from the heat of battle. You may find yourself in the throes of a sudden and difficult loss, perhaps a job, a relationship, or a major creative opportunity. As painful and challenging as it might seem, it is truly a gift in disguise. This loss actually takes you out of a conflict and sets you free to reach for an even higher opportunity. You don't have to be on the defensive any longer. You are on your way to a larger-than-life life. Yeah, both options really resonate with this reading. Something will be let go in order to start something really, really, really brand new. This is very interesting. And I also pre-shuffled the I-Ching. 63. I don't know what it means, but I will read. Chi-Chi, after completion. Above water, below fire. Water above fire, cautious optimism. Fire and water are elements in opposition in most circumstances. Here they work together by setting rules that sustain the endeavor. Too little fire and the water will not heat. Too much heat and the water will boil over, extinguishing the fire. The situation has been set up for success, but it must be closely attended as it proceeds. Recognize the dangers as well as the rewards. See, does it not all fit? Did I not tell you great opportunity, but you need to be very particular and accurate and play your cards right? Ah, Saggies. Okay, marvelous. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. I made a very comfortable option of buy all. for these yearlies, because I know people want to watch their different placements, so it's literally less than third price. So if you didn't resonate with it, or if you want to just watch your other placements to have a more complete picture and maybe cross-watching, so you have that option. From me to you, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy 2019, Happy birthday for those of you that I either missed or that it's coming soon. You can book a private reading with me. Link is right here in the information box. Tarot Masterclass is also right here on Vimeo. So you can study tarot online from me at your own pace. You just choose the card that you want to learn about whenever you want to learn about it. I recommend going about it properly, but it's up to you. It's your process, your journey, so you can play with it. It's still a work in progress. I haven't uploaded all of them, but it's okay. You can have a few and then wait for the others. And yeah, this year is about being mindful. Aries, this is Aries. Why did I say Aries? I'm sorry. Sagittarius. This is the year about being mindful, because you'll have very strong opportunities, and it will be a light. I feel like it will be a big shift in your life. So here, breathe in the Palo Santo. Breathe in the essence of patience and wisdom, and making right decisions with clarity. I love you guys so much. Be well, be happy, and I will see you next time.